Welcome to the Gold Coast Airport Marathon online training videos presented by NBN Television, media partner of the Gold Coast Airport Marathon. I'm Pat Carroll, four-time winner of the Gold Coast Airport Marathon, event ambassador and also online running coach at patcarrollonline.com. Today, the second episode, we're going to talk about injury-free. I know I harped on it a fair amount in the first episode, but it's something that's extremely dear to my heart. So today, I'll be giving you a few tips on how you can do your best to stay injury-free throughout your campaign. The next best advice I can give you is to listen to your body, okay? Back off if you feel anything going a little bit strange, any niggles, you've got to back off. An additional rest day or two will often help you overcome your niggle, okay? The other thing you can do is after you finish your run, if you feel yourself a little bit sore in a particular area, is to apply some ice. And what I do is I get a foam cup and I place that in the freezer with some water. Once it's frozen, peel the foam away from the cup and just rub that ice on your body where you feel yourself a little bit tender. What you don't want to do is let your niggles turn into a fully blown injury. Okay, regular massage maybe every couple of weeks is going to help you keep your injuries at bay also. So those niggles, okay, niggles, not injuries, niggles. We don't want any injuries. Niggles are acceptable, a little bit of soreness is acceptable. You don't want an injury, okay? The three major injuries which I've sort of come across in my dealings with runners that I've worked with over the last 30 years, probably one of the most major ones is iliotibial band syndrome, okay? And that's where you feel the pain on the outside of your knee, okay? There's a band which runs down the side of your thigh, okay? If that gets excessively tight, you end up with excruciating pain at the side of your knee. Really important if you can afford it to go and see a physiotherapist, a sports physiotherapist before you start your campaign, okay? Ask the sports physiotherapist to just check your hip alignment. Once you start doing a lot of kilometres, okay, it's going to place a lot of stress on your body. If you're not aligned, then certainly it's going to place a lot of stress elsewhere. So even though ITB injury is pain on the outside of your knee, often it's a chicken or the egg principle, okay? Okay, you're feeling pain on the outside of your knee, but it's quite likely that the cause has come from elsewhere. I'm here with Australian marathon sensation and silver medalist at the Delhi Commonwealth Games, Michael Shelley. Michael, iliotibial band syndrome, that is one injury that you had leading into the Commonwealth Games last year.
Initially, I first was just jogging along, felt fine, and then all of a sudden I just had this really sharp pain right by the side of my knee and sort of stopped. I pretty much had to stop running straight away. So, and then about 2 minutes later, the pain would dissipate, and then it'll be fine to go for a little bit. But then it progressed for about 2 weeks, and then I sort of knew then that I really need to see a physio, and actually there was something wrong there. Did
the physio give you any homework to do at home? Was there any self-treatment that you did whilst you were trying to overcome this injury?
Oh, there's definitely the tennis ball. Just pretty much lie on your side and roll up and down with the tennis ball on your ITB to just get that muscle, that tendon to stretch that little bit, and would help it release a little bit as well. So plus a bit of ice and sort of self-massage stretching. And the other thing which helps also of ITB is the pool noodle, those noodles that you see kids playing with in the swimming pool, as you can buy for next to nothing. Yep. They're also beneficial if you're on the floor and you lie on your side on the ITB. Did you try that at all? Well, yeah, I have a similar sort of a big piece of foam that I roll up and down the side of my leg as well. When I especially when I start feeling a little bit of that friction going on in my knee, I sort of try and get on top of it early and hopefully it just doesn't set in. Because
I mean, it's a fantastic sport, but it can be unforgiving also. Often you really don't know what's around the corner, so you know, staying in tune, yep, keeping on top of that great feeling, no pain whatsoever, often does sort of keep those sort of nasty ones at bay.
Yep, that's exactly right.
The next nasty one after ITB is Achilles tendonitis, and that often, not always, but one of the major causes is because you've got a tight calf. So really important to keep your calves nice and loose. Once again, massage is going to do that every couple of weeks. Sports physio is going to help you keep your calves loose, and also some sort of personal sort of self-massage, and that may be just something as simple as when you're sitting down, pushing your thumbs into your calf at a certain spot for say 30 seconds at a time, releasing, moving to another spot on your calf. And I often do this before I get out of bed in the morning. So you wake up in the morning, you're fired up, you want to get out the door and go for a run, but before you head out the door, place your calf on top of your knee on the other leg, okay, and just move your foot up and down, okay. Move the calf to another spot on your knee, move your foot up and down. Keep those calves nice and supple, okay. The other nasty one is plantar fasciitis, and I'm not swearing, Plantar fasciitis, ladies and gentlemen, is where you're going to feel some incredible pain in the heel of your foot, and often that occurs because you have a tight arch in your foot. Okay. Once again, just get your thumbs and press your thumb into the arch of your foot, just trying to get some sort of length back into the arch of your foot, so it's not placing any excessive stress on that corner of your heel where you're feeling that pain. Ice is going to help you a great deal with regards to reducing the swelling which may be in your heel. And the other thing you can do is grab yourself a tennis ball, okay, while you're sitting at your desk at work or you're watching TV or whatever. Grab yourself a tennis ball, and even if you don't have plantar fasciitis, even if you don't have Achilles tendonitis, even if you don't have ITB, grab yourself a tennis ball, because the tennis ball can be one of your greatest friends when it comes to combating injuries. Get the tennis ball, roll it underneath your foot. Get the tennis ball when you're lying down on the ground, watching TV. Get the tennis ball and put it underneath your gluteus maximus and around the side here, and that will help loosen up any tight sort of muscles in the butt area, and also along your ITB. So grab yourself a tennis ball and loosen up your body. Just a reminder that team entries for the Gold Coast Airport Marathon close on June 1. So if you are involved in a group at work and you're going to enter the Gold Coast Airport Marathon, or a gym or a club, then now's the time to do it. June 1 is the cut-off time. I'll be back here on April 25 for the 3rd episode, and I'll be talking about how you can select the right running shoe for you. Thank you for tuning in to our 5-episode series, and don't forget to go to the Gold Coast Airport Marathon Facebook page and post any comments or feedback you like about today's episode. For more information, visit goldcoastmarathon.com.au, and I'll see you next time.